Welcome back to another car market video, and today we are going to be looking at the BMW M2 market. Before we get into it, if you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. As you can see, we will be doing a giveaway at 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to get involved with that. And also, if you subscribe, you'll be involved in the polls we do, which decides which video you guys see next. So, as mentioned, the M2 can now be bought for under 17k. This one here has been reduced £1,500. Firstly, we're going to have a look at the F87 market. Then we're going to look at the G87, the newer car. So first of all, we're going to look at the base car, so the M2 from 2016. You can see multiple examples listed for around 17 to 19k, so you can get a base M2 for under 20k comfortably with low mileage as well. That one there's a little bit high still. You can see this one here, just 70,000 miles. Again, been reduced £1,800 as well. Some of these will be manuals. So the manuals are slightly cheaper. That's a manual. And the DCTs will be slightly more. You can see here dealer examples listed for about 21 or 22. These are the more low mileage cars with a high spec. You can see that one there, stage 2 PPF. LED wheels and carbon, so you can get a really nice example for low 20s, a high mileage one for about 19 to 20k. What we'll do then, we'll have a look at a couple more examples, but in general these have dropped quite a bit since the new G87 M2 was released. Previously these cars were selling for closer to £30,000. In the last year they've dropped closer to the 20k mark. You can see there £62,000. That one there is 66, very nice spec on it as well, and from 2018. That one there has been reduced 3,000. That one's been reduced 1,750. So generally, common theme is big drops on a lot of these cars. A lot of them have been sitting around for quite a while. The base M2 generally isn't quite as desirable as the comp car. I'll show you the price difference between those two in just a second. But yeah, to summarize, a very nice example can be bought for about 21 to 23k with very low miles and a good amount of options as well. For a high mileage one, you can probably get one for around 16 to about £19,000. However, you are taking a bit of a risk. Next, we're going to have a look at the BMW M2 competition. These cars came out in around 2018, featuring the newer S55 and more horsepower as well. You can see there we've got one listed at a dealer to £26,000. However, that is high miles, so there is quite a big price difference. I would say you're looking at about 4 to 5k extra. For a similar non-comp car, I would say you can pick one up for about 19k, so probably about £7,000 difference there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments about what car you want to see next and which of the comp cars you would buy, either the non-comp or the comp. As you can see here, we've got this one, very nice example, 68 plate, 53,000 miles, 26,500. Personally, I think the comps are still a little bit pricey for what they offer. A normal base M2 for around 20k is probably going to lose a lot less money. These still a little bit of a way to afford in my opinion for these cars, considering prices of the F80 and the F82 M3 competition and the M4 competition. So I have done other videos on those, so do check those out if you haven't already. So as you can see, generally for a comp car, you're looking at closer to 26 to 30k for a nice one. A slightly higher mileage example will be around 25, but in general you're looking at about 5-6 grand more for a comp car. And as you can see there, we've also got similar big drops, 1,500, 1,700, £1,000, 3,100. I definitely wouldn't pay anything above 30 for an M2 comp nowadays. These cars previously were holding at around 35 to 40 about a year ago. Since the G87's been released, they have dropped quite a lot. Next, we are also going to take a look at the G87 mark. I'll also show you the prices of these cars from BMW new as well. So, as you can see here, the cheapest G87 is now 48.5k. These have been hovering around the 50k mark for quite a while. So as mentioned, you can now buy one for 48.5k. Previously, they were holding around about the 50k mark. This one here is just over a year old and has done 1,500 miles. You can see it's been dropped by £3,500 already. It's not just that example. There are quite a few. It seems to me that the manuals are generally a little bit cheaper than the DCTs. There's a DCT car there. You can see it's holding a significant premium over the manuals. For some reason, they don't seem to be desirable in the UK market. We can also see multiple examples listed on 24 plates even. Again, just a few months old, under 5,000 miles, and again £4,500 drop, and it's listed for around about £20,000 off the list price. The list on these cars is about the 70k mark. However, that is option dependent, so you can get one for as cheap as about 67 plus initial 1 or 2 options, road tax. It's about 70k for the starting price. You can see this one here, 50k. This is also an auto, again 3,000 miles, been dropped 5 grand since being listed, and it's £50,000, so about 20k off list. £5,000 drop by the dealer as well, and just 3,000 miles. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on that. But generally, seems to me M2s, you can get them £20,000 to £30,000 off the list price, and for that you're basically getting a brand new car. It's not going to be the newest LCI. So for the M2, like the M3 and M4, there were LCI 1 and LCI 2. So these cars all come with the iDrive 8. However, some of them have the newer LCI with slightly more power and the newer steering wheel, which I will show you in just a second. But in general, pre-LCI, so the 2023-2024 cars, you can buy them for about 50 to 52k, even the brand new ones as well. I mean, 24 reg, 2k miles. It is a manual, however, it's just under £52,000. Next, what we will do is show you guys some LCI examples if we can find some. So I will go to brand new. So we are looking for the Alcantara steering wheel, which is flat bottomed, as opposed to the more rounded one in the pre-LCI car. So another thing is, in general, the M2 seems to usually hold its value better. However, this new one seems to have done worse. Essentially from release, they dropped 20 to 30k, 15k off that one there. But what we will do, probably best to filter it to brand new to show you guys the discounts off brand new cars as well. So low to high then, let's see if we can find an LCI car. Okay, so here we go. So this is an LCI car listed at £65,000. So those seem to be holding pretty well. There doesn't seem to be discounts on those currently, but it will follow suit. Next, I'll quickly show you guys the configurator to finish off. As you can see, 66510 without any options. Once you start adding the dual clutch transmission, which is an extra, a couple of the interior trims and things like the comfort pack, that does go up. But that will conclude today's video. In general, the M2 G87 for 50k or under that, potentially even 45 at a deal, definitely seems to be like good value. The M2 comp is currently holding at a little bit too much. 30 to 32 is too much in my opinion. I think personally, if you're looking for an F87 car, I would go for the older base M2 and try and get one for around the 20k mark, which is possible in today's market. And I definitely think for under 20k, that is a very good car for the money. You won't stand to lose too much. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Comment which video you want to see next. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok as well for short form content. And make sure to subscribe. Over 90% of you aren't subscribed to be involved in that giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and bye for now.